is walking through a dark forest with two of his friends. They've lost their path and are slowly making their way home again, when suddenly they notice glimmers in the ground beneath their feet. Many of the rocks they find are actually colorful stones. One of the man's companions remembers having heard stones like that could be worth quite a lot. The other companion agrees, and they begin scooping up as many as they can along the way. The man, meanwhile, calls his friends fools, says they are wasting their time, and mocks them for having such vain hopes. He continues to walk, free and unencumbered. I'm sure you know how this story ends. Once in full daylight, the friends find they've gathered up a stunning assortment of rubies, emeralds, and other jewels. You can only imagine the man's despair and humiliation for not having capitalized on the opportunity when he had the chance. This story is an illustration from Imam Al-Ghazali, as he describes the crushing disappointment and remorse of one type of spiritual hell that some humans will find themselves surrounded by. Failure to reach the real objects of existence. These are the people who take no pains at performing good deeds for the sake of God while passing through this world, but instead live for the pleasures of life for the sake of their own pleasure, and they end up not acquiring any of the jewels or virtue or treasures of religion. There are so many good deeds considered good and worth a reward in Islam when carried out for the sake of God. So here are a few examples. The remembrance of God and worshiping Him, helping others with your time, wealth, or energy, abstaining from that which has been forbidden us, not harming others physically or verbally, holding our anger, or even just offering someone a smile to make them feel better. Aren't we sort of stumbling around in what seems like a dark forest, while we continually try to gain a footing and find the right path, to make sense of what we're experiencing all around us in this tumultuous life and world? There is so much good to be done, so many rubies and emeralds and jewels of all sorts to scoop up daily as we pick our way through this life, that we have to be careful we're not playing the role of the true fool and missing our chance. Would we even recognize the colorful stones when we pass them? As Al-Ghazzali says and summarizes this story, man was intended to mirror forth the light of the knowledge of God. But if he arrives in the next world with his soul thickly coated with the rust of sensual indulgence, he will entirely fail of the object for which he was made.